another 41 useful CAE phrasal verbs. Okay, let's start reading. If you're studying for the C1 Advanced CAE exam or just generally want to improve your English, here are another 41 useful CAE phrasal verbs with explanations and example sentences. This list follows on from the 20 essential CAE phrasal verbs. If you haven't read this, I would start there first. The thing is, I did. Some of these phrasal verbs have multiple meanings, but I've only focused on one per phrasal verb, as I believe these are the most useful for CAE exam. Note that you only need to use the words in brackets when you mention the object with certain phrasal verbs. For example, did he back out of the deal? Yes, he backed out. So number one, drop out of something. Still participating in something like an activity, school, university, or competition before you have completed it. Some pupils decided to drop out of the school at the age of 16 without taking the final exams. Number two, wind up someone, make someone angry or annoying them. These new neighbors are really winding me up. They make so much noise. Number three, back out of something. Decide not to do something you agreed to do, such as a commitment, promise, or plan. Jim decided to back out of the marriage on the morning of the wedding because he began to panic about the commitment. Number four, bring up something. Mention something in a conversation. I decided not to bring up the election results because I knew it would lead to an argument. Number five, come up. This is when a situation or problem occurs and you have to deal with it immediately. Something has come up, so I'm afraid I won't be able to attend the meeting. Number six, fall back on something. Depend or use something you have kept as a reserve for when something fails. It's important to have savings to fall back on in case you lose your job. Number seven, give off, release a gas or smell. The electricity fuse box seems to be giving off a strange smell. 8, hold up, delay. Jack was late for to get together because he was held up in traffic. Let off somebody. Escape someone from punishment or when someone receives a lighter punishment than expected. When the police stopped me for speeding, I expected to get a fine, but that let me off with a warning. 10. Put something down to something else. Explain that something is caused by another thing. He put her rude reaction down to tiredness, as he knew she had been having difficulty sleeping. 11. Run into someone. Meet someone you know by chance. I ran into an old friend on the way to the post office. 12. Try out something. Test something to see if it is effective. Shall we try out the new dishwasher? Number 13. Take over. Gain control of something, especially to give the other person a rest. After 3 hours driving on the motorway, I let my girlfriend take over so that I could have a rest. 14. Step down. Resign from a job, from a high job post. Use more colloquially. Mr. Williams is expected to step down as director at the end of the month. Note that here we use step down as when followed by the job position. 15. Stand for. We use this to say what the initials represent for something. The abbreviation of WHO stands for World Health Organization. 16. See through something or someone. Recognize that something is not true or what someone is really like. I know you're lying. I can see through your lies. through your lies. 17, miss out something. Overlook or leave out something, usually by accident. In your report, you miss out an important piece of information. 14, look on, consider, or regard something or someone in a particular way. They look on the unreal situation as a bit of a joke. 19, keep up, continue to do something. If Atletico Madrid can keep up the pressure on the position defense, they might just win this game. 20, go off. When food or drink is no longer fresh and becomes too bad to consume. If you leave that open carton of milk out of the fridge for too long, it will go off. 21, go on to do. To do after and do something after doing something else. We mostly use this to talk about career progression. He started as a trainee and went on to become managing director of the company. 22, give up, surrender. The suspects eventually gave themselves up when they saw that they could not escape from the police. 23, get off with something. Avoid receiving punishment or receiving a lighter one than expected. Nick thought he would be sent to prison. B, he got off with community service and a fine. B, okay, this is strange. 24, drop by somewhere. Make a brief visit somewhere. On my way to football training, I dropped by Robert's flag for a quick chat. Drop by. 25, come out. When something like a book, album, or a film first becomes available. Ken Follett's new novel is coming out next month. 26, ask after someone. Enrique, inquire about someone to see how they're doing. I saw your ex-girlfriend on the bus and she asked about you. She asked after you. Ask after you. Okay. 27, bump into someone, meet someone who know unexpectedly. I bumped into my Spanish teacher in the cinema on Saturday. 28, go over something, carefully check something, and need you to go over the report and make sure all the figures are 100% correct before the meeting. Pass away. This means die. And you use this when you want to avoid saying the word die. My grandmother passed away in her sleep at the age of 71. Pass out, faint, or lose consciousness. The patient passed out when he saw the blood. 31, go through something. Experience an unpleasant or difficult period. During her childhood, she went through a lot of tough moments. 32, pay off something. Pay the total amount on a debt. To use this, it's better to apply it to a situation when there is a special payment plan, like a mortgage. We hope to pay off the mortgage on our house in 15 years. Pay off. 33, lie in. Stay in bed for longer than usual because you don't have to get up at a specific time. I always lie in on Sundays because it's the only day I don't have to get up for work. Lie in. Opt for something. 34. Choose one particular option. In the end, we opted for the unfurnished flat further away from the city center. 35, rely on someone or something. Depend on something or someone to do something for you. As department manager, I know I can rely on my team to get the job done on time. 36, set aside something. Save a portion of something for a later purpose. It's really important to set aside part of your monthly salary and put it into a savings account. 37, settle down, to start to live a quieter life by getting married or staying in a place on a permanent basis. After spending several years traveling around South America, Simon decided to settle down and start a family. 38, show off, behaving with the intention of attracting people's attention and making them admire you. He likes showing off. He likes showing off by driving his brand new BMW to the office. 39, turn into something. Change into something different. We were playing really well, but in the second half, we had a player sent off and it turned into a disastrous defeat. 40, turn to someone. Ask someone for help when you are experiencing a difficult situation. When Claire was made redundant, she turned to one of her old teachers for advice. Put forward, 41, put forward something. Offer something like an idea or option for discussion. Some great ideas were put forward in the meeting, but we decided to go with the original plan.